So when it comes to hand raising a puppy, there are factors that can necessitate you hand raising a puppy, either through mortality of the mother, or maybe she's not medically fit. So the first thing to consider when you decide to hand raise a puppy is how to regulate their temperature. So basically, the most important part of breeding is taking care of the puppy. It's quite tedious, and it's, you have to be dedicated. It takes a lot of time, care, passion to actually care for a puppy. So the major part of taking care of a puppy is nutrition. That is number one factor. You need to make sure your puppies are getting top quality feeding, either from their mom or even while you are hand raising them. You have to provide top quality feeding so as to help them grow to what you desire them to be. So feeding is the most important. Secondly, puppies, most especially if you're hand raising, they are kind of prone to infections due to the fact that they are not sucking from their mom. Or if they are sucking from their mom, there is need to provide adequate biosecurity so that they don't just come down with infections. The environment needs to be clean. Their beddings needs to be changed frequently. They need to be clean, even from their skin of, leftover food, debris, dirt. So biosecurity is more of importance. So occasionally, in some litter, you see a very smaller puppy that is quite smaller in size to the rest of the litter. So that kind of a puppy is called the runt of the litter. So most times, due to their size, if they're actually suckling from their mom, she might get neglected because she might not have, the physical strength to struggle for a suckle. So that kind of a puppy, you need to, take extra time to make sure she suckles. And if the puppy is quite weak, that means you need to seclude him or her so you can hand raise, so that you make sure she's properly fed adequately. And before you know it, she might catch up with the rest. And from experience, even the runt of the litter always turn out to be one of the best. So when it comes to hand raising a puppy, there are factors that can necessitate you hand raising a puppy, either through mortality of the mother, or maybe she's not medically fit to nurture the puppies, or maybe she's not even lactating. There are cases like that. So the first thing to consider when you decide to hand raise a puppy is how to regulate their temperature. Since they won't be in the coziness of their mother, you need to provide warmth for them. There are ways of doing it. First thing, when they are being littered, you need to dry them immediately so that they can have, warmth. So you can use heating pad, heating lamp, just to generate adequate heat for them. So you should make sure they are under room temperature or a little bit below room temperature. You can confine them in a space that will create warmth for them so that you can actually regulate their temperature. So once that is done, the next thing is feeding. And raising a puppy, you have to feed within 2 to 3 hours interval daily, including night, midnight. So actually, hand raising puppy is not a joke. But once you can do that, you need to provide a milk replacer. And from experience, the best milk replacer should be goat milk based, so that they can, they can grow, they can have adequate nutrients and whatever they desire or they need to turn out to be good puppies later. So after feeding, you should feed them from day 1 to constant feeding like that from day 1 to week 3. So as from week 3, you can start introducing semi-solid food, and you can do that by simply soaking kibble in warm water to soften it, or even you can blend it. You can blend it. And then you can now have that same milk replacer you are using, so that they will still have that same aroma, that feel, that maybe it's still the same food, so that they will easily tolerate it. So from there, they'll start picking it. Then you can feed like that. Then later, around 6 weeks, you can start withdrawing to dry kibbles. By that time, they should have, grown their milk teeth so they can now chew. So you can start introducing quality protein to them, like minced beef, minced chicken, minced liver, heart, and quality protein. Once you can do that and you maintain that constant level of feeding, then another thing is hygiene. Because these puppies are not feeding, they are not suckling from their mom, you need to really step up your biosecurity, because feeding puppies on milk replacer, the apparatus you are using. So from experience, we've noticed if you are not careful with using feeding bottle, puppies get to, they have different energy concentration in their body. What I mean is, some are agile, some can be a little bit, calm, and those ones that are agile might tend to suckle fast. So feeding with feeding bottle, some might aspirate and, get choked on milk or stuff like that. But using feeding tube, we've seen it to be very, very efficient, because you're actually, targeting the stomach directly before, now introducing the milk into it. So basically, if you take feeding and biosecurity in consideration, you can actually raise top quality puppies from hand raising. Okay, so my name is Kola Mustafa of the Alagbede Ogun BOERBOEL here in Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. So Alagbede Ogun have been known over the years for breeding top quality BOERBOELs that conform with the breed standard and are vet, notified. So we are known for our pedigree, and we are known for our enthusiasm and dedication to the breed, BOERBOEL. Thank you.